My perception of anime world is slim. With that, I know little of any popular anime, and people might call me a fake weeb. There's a good reason for that. First is interest. If any anime doesn't fulfill my list of genres, I consider it as not worth my time. Second is time. I don't have time for watching all popular anime for a year, that is. Now that doesn't stop me to liking some anime in the past, even though I didn't know anime was a thing back then. What is anime? Why am I here? Just to suffer. Hi, my name is Taige, and welcome to Top 5 List of Nostalgic Anime. Disclaimer, I'll be making this video kinda like a review video. Also, spoiler alert. With that out of the way, let's begin. This anime poked my interest because it's World War II theme. I definitely watched this anime for a plot. No, seriously, I'm watching this anime because it feels serious. First, I watched this anime in 2013. The stories from what I remembered is these magical girls with magical power, kinda redundant, was equipped with this flying device that resembles similar to World War II planes. Little backtrack, these girls are fighting monster that was called Neoroi. That's what I remember. Last time I watched this anime was a movie. The moment I know that this series have few movies, I'm kinda pumped to watch all of them. Alas, my time for college back then was imminent and left me with little time to watch. That said, I'm putting this series on my watch list for the future. I'm giving this nostalgia level 7 out of 10. This might be controversial to some of you. I'm an idol lover? In the past, yes. Nowadays, not as often. I've discovered this anime in 2014. Sometimes I listen to their banger songs. I'm just sucker to their good songs. Play their game until 2015 and watch the anime and movie. Only the first season though. I'm gonna tell the plot anyways. So this girl Honoka wanted to save school from being closed and devised an idea as school idol to save the school. The grind is real. Eventually, they made it and school was saved. What a happy ending. Somewhat. Because of my idol lover background, I branched out my interest in 2020 to a certain virtual idol group. Anyway, with that, I'll give this series nostalgia level 8 out of 10. It's all superheroes or heroines from now on. I consider this as a golden age of my childhood anime, even though I didn't know anime exists back then. I remember in 2016 that the time after school, I sat eagerly waiting in front of my TV for intro to play. The plot is about this kid, Yuki Kento, saving his friend who's getting corrupted, and both of him and his friend was trapped in the abandoned world. Eventually beat the living shit out of the big guy. At least that's what I remember. Some people call this a Gundam ripoff. Well, I could say the same thing to Digimon as a Pokemon ripoff. Even though both have different aspects, the most pumped up moment in my life when I listened to this intro. That made me wet my pants. Anyway, I'm giving this series a nostalgia level 8.5 out of 10. This one is a classic. I love magical girls. Automatically, I love Pretty Cure or Precure in short. I've watched this a decade ago and it's Doki Doki, not that one, and Smile halfway. Until recently, I've done a marathon watching from Happiness Charge to a Delicious Party. I'm back to the beginning until Smile for 2.5 months, not Hirogaru Sky because I hate ongoing series in general. And good timing for this year will be its 20th anniversary. It felt like yesterday. I personally like Go Princess, Heartcatch, and Haguto series. If you want it in orders, it would be Princess, Haguto, and Heartcatch. Honestly, I could talk hours about Precure, but fear not, for I have a second channel dedicated to that, eventually. Subscribe if you're interested. With that, I can safely give this series a nostalgia level 9 out of 10. If you know Powerpuff Girls, very little chance that you ever heard of Powerpuff Girls Z, the anime adaptation of the former. I think this is the first anime that has taken inspiration from a Western culture. Anyway, I've come to know this series in 2010 when I discovered internet. 3 years after its aired, I was shocked there was an anime version of this, so I gave it a try, and I was blown away. Not only to the animation, characters, some old and new, musics, and humor, mostly music. Plot-wise almost similar to the original with an exception that 3 girls are made out of thin air, and instead of chemical X, it's Z. Great naming by the way. The girls were struck by white light, animal and creatures by black light. One thing that the original didn't have is the main bad guys. This anime do. It's him. I could speak how amazing this anime and how it made childhood for another hours, but we have to move on. With that out of the way, I can finally give this a nostalgia level 9.9 out of 10. That's it for this video, and have a good one.